Here we are in the garden on a lovely fall day, right, Ziggy? Yeah. She's settled down in front of our berry row here. And showed about a month ago or so putting in these strawberries. You can see they've settled in nicely, putting on some size. And then in back, the blueberries are starting to get some nice fall color. But what I wanted to talk about today was the lingonberries. Now, zone 7A is not really considered a lingonberry zone. 6 is pushing it. They love their cooler weather. Maybe in the Pacific Northwest you can get away in those zones, but here where we get 100-degree days, it's tough. They also like really acidic soil, so that's why they're here with the blueberries. But I wanted to try them and see what I could do. So I actually put in 14 plants. I got through a group deal through Hartman's in Ohio, fairly inexpensive at a wholesale price. And I put in 14 plants. And now I have, I think, 8 left. There's some that just didn't make it, didn't like the weather, and also they really need to be kept moisture, and I wasn't as on top of that, so that could be part of the problem. But I want to try them. There's sort of a cranberry flavor and a really nice in a compote or something on pancakes. If you've seen The Big Lebowski, you know all about the lingonberry pancakes, of course. But anyway, I wanted to just show how they're doing. And some of them are doing surprisingly well. Now I'll have to pull up the names here, and this is a tayberry coming from the next row over. The canes are insane. But here's one, and you can see just nice growth, green, pushing some new nice growth here. And then the next one over is actually even better in a lot of ways. And one of the things you can see here is you can see it's spreading through the soil. They go through rhizomes, and these are pushing up all around this one plant. Now I do have the tags, and they're sort of buried down under a little bit of this pine fine mulch on top, and I'll have to see which one this is next year, if it pulls through the winter, which I fully expect it will. But we'll have to see which varieties did well. There's one that I know did not do well, and excuse me, Ziggy, while I step over. And that is Red Sunset. I had 3 of these. This is the last one. You can see there's the buried tag. But all 3 died. So I lost a total of 6. And I'm gonna have to figure out what the other ones were that I've lost. But clearly Red Sunset is not gonna work here. So, and the others are in various stages of growth and happiness, and some seem better than others. So I lost 2 in here. This one is not in great shape. It's alive, but you can see from the stems there was definitely some dieback. That could have just been transplant shock. And this one too, you can see sort of random dead branch in there. And they just they look good, and then suddenly it's just too hot or it's too dry and it takes them out. So you're gonna have to keep a close eye on these. But anyway, this is my lingonberry experiment in zone 7. And we'll just see how they do, but hopefully give us some fruit next year. Let's hope they do well.